All right, let's just get right into it. You know that feeling, right? You pick a career, you spend years studying, you land the job, but deep down, something just feels off. Well, if that sounds familiar, I'm here to tell you, you are so not alone.
In fact, the research we're digging into today suggests that a mind-blowing 9 out of 10 students might be heading down a career path that isn't the right fit for them. I mean, think about that. Look around at 10 of your friends just starting out. Chances are 9 of them are feeling that exact same way. It's like a silent epidemic of mismatch potential.
So how on earth does this happen to so many of us? It's not just a string of bad luck or one wrong turn. There are these kind of unseen forces at play, shaping one of the biggest decisions we'll ever make. And today, we're going to peel back the layers and see what's really going on.
First up, let's talk about something we've all felt, that intense pressure cooker of what everyone else thinks we should be doing. It starts so much earlier than we even realize.
I mean, think about all the voices in your head. You've got your parents' dreams, which a lot of the time are really their own dreams they didn't get to live out. Then you've got society shouting about what a successful career looks like, pushing you into these so-called safe jobs. And of course, there's that massive gravitational pull to just do what your friends are doing.
And really, it all boils down to this. For so many of us, choosing a career stops being about self-discovery and it turns into a performance. We're picking a role not because it fulfills us, but because we think it'll get us applause and approval from everyone else.
But, it's not just outside pressure. The very system that's supposed to guide us through this maze, well, turns out it's often part of the problem.
For most people, getting real one-on-one career guidance is basically a fantasy. The ratio of students to counselors is just insane. It means the vast majority of us are left to figure out this incredibly complex decision all on our own, with no map and no compass.
And on top of that, there's this huge disconnect. Schools are all about measuring your grades, your test scores, how well you can memorize things. But what is the real world? What do actual careers demand today? Things like emotional intelligence, creativity, being adaptable, and being a great communicator. The stuff that never shows up on a report card.
And here's the real kicker. When are we forced to make these life-defining choices? When we're between 14 and 18 years old. I mean, let's be real. At that age, most of us barely know who we are, let alone what we want to do for the rest of our lives.
But okay, even if we fixed all of that, the pressure, the broken system, there is still one more piece of the puzzle. And honestly, it's the biggest, most important piece of them all. It's the one right inside of us.
And this is where almost everyone gets tripped up. We confuse what we're interested in with what we have an aptitude for. See, an interest is just enjoying something. Like, I love watching cooking shows, right? But aptitude, that's a whole different ballgame. That's the natural talent. Do I actually have the patience, the dexterity, the skills to be a chef? Liking the idea of something and being built for it are two totally different things.
So this is the question you really have to ask yourself. Is the career you're chasing built on something you just kind of like the sound of? Or is it built on what you're naturally wired to do?
Because the truth is, the perfect career fit isn't about just one thing. It's like a three-legged stool. It needs your interests, what you enjoy. It needs your aptitudes, what you're naturally good at. And it absolutely needs to fit your personality, who you are at your core. You could be a brilliant coder, but if you're a total introvert, a job that forces you into sales meetings all day is going to burn you out, guaranteed. And when those three things don't line up, it's not just a you problem. Oh no, a single wrong choice starts a massive domino effect that impacts pretty much everything.
So it starts with that one person who's in the wrong role. That feeling of mismatch leads to burnout and people just checking out at work. That, in turn, wastes a ton of resources, all that time and money spent on an education that's not being put to its best use. And when you multiply that by millions, what do you get? Societal stagnation, an entire world of untapped potential.
Okay, so that's the bad news. It's a big, complicated mess, but it's not hopeless. So what's the solution? How do we start redrawing the map for ourselves?
The single biggest thing we can do is change how we think about this whole thing. We have got to stop treating our career choice like it's this one-time terrifying do-or-die decision we make at 18. Instead, we have to start seeing it for what it really is, a lifelong journey of self-discovery.
And that brings us to the most important point of all. The goal isn't to find the one single perfect job. That probably doesn't even exist. The real goal is to begin the only perfect journey there is, the journey of figuring out you.
Think about it. Your potential, your skills, your personality. It's like your own private universe just waiting to be explored. So the question isn't, what job should I get? The real question is,